We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Hear the drummer get wicked. Here we go again.
Hey, it's Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
What's good, man?
Hey, man. We switching roles on. We looking. You looking more like the rapper over there, man. I'm looking more like the R&B cat on there. You gotta tell me if I'm wearing my R&B hat right where I feel like I'm a little tilted on over here, though, man.
Yeah. You got to keep it pretty straight. You rocking it like
I gotta take it back there.
Take it back a little bit, but
let me take it back. My forehead big, bro. That's why.
It's all right. It's cool. That's the hat gonna cover it up.
Oh, okay. Is that how y'all do right there? I'm all the way to the back.
Yeah. Oh man, shots from the research.
Did you hear the shot from the sideline, bro? You see what I gotta deal with, bro? Do you see what I gotta deal with? Ace Kennedy, let's get the music going there, Cat Daddy.
All right, let's get it.
Yes, sir.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. It doesn't matter what your name is. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
Yeah.
We good now. We good. Listen, shout out to the homie Damien checking in. Shout out to my listen, bro. Let me tell you something before we get into this one. Shout out to the homie Billy Tisdale. This is we are talking about one topic that I wanted to mention that just, boy, if we was younger, we talk about all the time where if some of the things that are issues that people have, problems with, people are real butthurt about a lot of things. Some of the things that we used to say as a kid, right, would never fly today, which I hope that it ain't the people of our generation who are very easily offended. Let me tell you what's funny, man. Shout out to the homie Billy checking in as well. This is what's funny. I talked to Billy maybe sometime last year. I don't know if he randomly called me, if he butt called me or whatever, but we on video call. Now, mind you, me and Billy go back to Brookside, bro. We go way back to when he was in elementary school, and I'm assuming that this is a Long Branch thing as well, but this is very much a Marlboro thing, specifically for Brookside, because I'm talking to Billy for like maybe a solid hour and a half, and we just talking about random stuff though, man. And here's the funny thing: me and my brother from Brookside, we laughed because we had two Billies that lived in Brookside, and we called him Black Billy, and we had light-skinned Billy, bro. Ace Kennedy. That would never fly today if he was called Black Billy and my partner was Yellow Billy. And the bad part about it is everyone knew who he was talking about. It was no secret. That was it, Black Billy. You had to specify because it was two Billies. What Billy you talking about? Black Billy, not Billy Tisdale. Not Billy Volker, but Black Billy, Yellow Billy. That was it.
I blame WWE for this. Branding people at a young age.
Listen, man, he was Yellow Billy, Black Billy from Brookside, and as far as I'm aware, there were only two Billies in Marlboro, so you had to specify who you was talking about, though, bro. So shout out to the homie checking in, though, man. We are already we are '90s victims to colorism here, and we just didn't know it this whole time, though, Ace Kennedy, bro.
Well, speaking of colorism, there was a video you put out on the Slash Brothers podcast that was Richie Ross and the gang and the Dream, and looked like Meek was in there.
Lenny S.
Huh?
Lenny S.
Okay.
Lenny S. Listen, Lenny S. Producer, engineer extraordinaire to the stars. He has done production for anybody you can name, basically.
Yeah. So tell him what the video was about, bro.
Okay, so this is interesting. We're talking about colorism, right? So I kind of just randomly caught some wind on that Black Twitter that the boy Rick Ross was getting some flack about a recent video that surfaced. Now, the video in itself was from a reality TV show that was supposed to come out that didn't come out, as far as I'm aware. But in this video, essentially, Rick Ross is looking for a female artist. Now, mind you, Rick Ross has been on record for saying that he just generally was shied away from female artists because he just thought that they were too expensive. Even when as far as said, listen, man, if I'm putting all this money into it, he said, just knowing me, I might just try to smash. It's just a whole lot that goes into a female artist, right? When you go on that big time, right? Whereas to dude, you throw a dude with a fresh cut on the stage, he good. You got no hair, makeup, nails, all that other stuff. So on this show, it is judges. Now, mind you, he's trying to sign somebody to MMG through Rock Nation and through somebody else. But ultimately, I believe that the Dream would be one of the people who they would end up working with. So he was one of the people who would judge. Now, this is basically like a singing competition. And two young ladies get on here. And these are some girls that are, one girl, Jess Brittany, gets on. Now, Jess Brittany, let me describe it if you haven't seen her. Super thick, built very much, not quite Megan Thee Stallion, but she is very much built like Nicki Minaj-ish, maybe even a little bit thicker, just a little bit more, right?
She got a forehead like yours.
She got the forehead like mine, where the hat has a cut. Listen, the hat, I already got a big forehead, but the hat doesn't even begin. But listen, this is how y'all do. So I'm in my R&B.
No, you straight. But her,
okay.
I'm just trying to describe it.
I know. I've been knowing my forehead was big. Listen, so we doing this. Just Brittany goes and she sings this hook that Rick Ross had almost to a beat that was very similar, if it's not the same, to Aston Martin music. One of my favorite songs with Chris and Michelle, right? So she gets up here and sing it. And Ace Kennedy, I was like, okay, maybe she just need a little auto-tune, and that right here and right there, that maybe she just was a little off. She didn't have the auto-tune to put her back in pitch. Ace Kennedy, another girl comes on. Kaya.
Nah, she called her out.
Correct. Thank you for correcting me. She gets done singing it and proudly says, I had to come with it because there was another girl who picked the same beat. This girl steps on up, who is the exact opposite, slimmer girl, real chocolate girl, got that good skin, dark skin girl.
Got them poetic justice braids.
Yes. She is out here with looking. I'm not gonna say that she looked neo soul, but kind of neo soul. She wasn't like this, right? This girl gets on up here, bro, and she gets up here and she is ripping it, Ace Kennedy. And I was blown away. I said, clearly, if this is a 1 versus 1, if this is a versus battle, she got this one. This is a body bag. This is not a gentleman's 3-0. This is clear body. Now, Ace Kennedy, in the middle of this girl singing it, Rick Ross stopped her and says, nah, this one ain't for you. This one right here doesn't showcase your vocal as well as this girl, Just Brittany. Now, mind you, Ace Kennedy, Just Brittany's super thick, bro. I'm talking about super thick in the way that sells. But this girl clearly bodied her on the vocals. And the bad part about this, if Rick Ross felt that way, I would understand that because, listen, Ace Kennedy, I'm a rapper, bro. I think that I write pretty good R&B music, but you corrected me on several occasions and said, Charlie, you do not got them vocals like that, bro. And you said it enough. Listen, shout out to the homie Mark Nurse who always checks in, who dies laughing because he says, listen, I'm just here to double down on this one that you don't got the vocals. But Ace Kennedy, I know what somebody else is singing. So the Dream, songwriter extraordinaire, immaculate catalog, co-signs Rick Ross. It says, nah, this one wasn't for you. Ace Kennedy. What are we doing about this, bro? Is this, listen, I know the girl was thick, super thick and had the cakes out, bro. But if this is a singing competition, did they look at her and say, she's sexier so I can easily sell this?
It was marketability. That's what it was. They like, she got somewhat of a voice that we can record her. They got the Dream in there, so he knows what he can work with. And then they looked at her actual appearance and felt like she could become more of a star. So
listen, do you think, now let me ask you this. This is let me tell you where my head is going. Because listen, Ace Kennedy. Marketability.
Yeah.
It's funny you say marketability because when you think about it, all of the hottest female chicks right now, fairly light skinned. Let's talk about it. Doja Cat. I don't know what she is, but I don't know if she's mixed or whatever, but Doja Cat, she's there. Saweetie, fairly light skinned Keisha, right? Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, the Texas treasure, who should be protected at all times. Not the darkest girl, right?
Hey, bro, how
Cardi
you go? Time out. Hold on. I'm not gonna let you disrespect Cardi B like that. How you gonna?
Cardi B is Dominican.
No. How you gonna say Nicki Minaj's name before Cardi B? You don't do that again.
Listen, Nicki Minaj is just the GOAT female MC. That's the reason why I would say her before. She is the GOAT. Listen, Ace Kennedy. Monica is the middle complexion. Beyonce, light skin. Everybody thought that Kelly Rowland.
Ashanti.
What's next tier? Ashanti. Keisha Cole is kind of brown. She's about that Monica complexion, but she kind of borderline. But listen, she was never as hot as the light-skinned girls. So it's marketability. I got my R&B hat on for this one, by the way. So I know when the R&B hat comes out, we talking R&B, and I got my R&B accessories, by the way. Though. I'm looking hella R&B.
Yeah, I was gonna get her Brit. I was gonna get her.
Listen, is light skin more marketable?
In this particular case, I don't necessarily think it was the light skin. I know people can say that. I think it was the cakes. We going back. Diana Ross is fairly light skinned. The other Supremes, they were a little darker. Martha and the Vandellas were never the Supremes. They were darker. No, I'm not debating what you're saying. I'm just saying
Brandy.
In this Brandy dark though.
Ace Kennedy, who was your favorite one from 702?
Trish.
She was light skinned, right? I like Mila. I've always been big on Mila. Listen, Ace Kennedy, what is up with R&B that the light skinned girls? Listen, shout out to Brittany Rowe, who has a new project that is coming on. Not that I can't wait for y'all to hear, but she said light-skinned girls are hated on. I thought the exact opposite, but listen, she's speaking from a very beige complexion girl. But listen, bro, let's talk about this because I've never thought that was an issue. I thought, if anything, it was the exact opposite for men because, you know, it's like when you were a male singer, it was almost like you were more the exception. Elder Bars and them, right? You know what I'm saying? You genuine, light-skinned cats. They were just like, but I'm noticing a trend for the R&B women, hip hop. Dude, is it more appealing to the eye? What is that?
Man, I think people are attracted to what they're attracted to. And, you know, I mean, it has been one of those things like that taboo conversation that darker isn't beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And that's yeah.
If Missy Elliott was light skinned, do you think that she would be even bigger? When she came out there and performed with somebody at the Super Bowl, a lot of people who was younger didn't know her. But if she was light skinned, do you think that Missy Elliott? Listen, Missy Elliott, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who is more talented, a more talented female producer, songwriter, and performer, and overall artist, overall creative. But if Missy was light skinned, do you think, bro, that she would go next level?
I'm saying Kelly Rowland and Beyonce.
Listen. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's be honest here. Because we talk about Beyonce and I'm biased. You think Kelly Rowland is as talented as Beyonce?
I don't. Let's see. I do think she's as talented. I just don't think. What I'm saying is this, right? If you gave her the same producers, the same songwriters, and the same choreographers, I honestly believe that she would be capable of doing the same stuff Beyonce does. I think the difference is because, Beyonce got more cakes. Beyonce is light skinned. And so I think that's where the difference is, in my opinion.
So you think, let me get this right. So you think on a talent level that if Kelly Rowland did the exact same songs that Beyonce did, that
no, listen, they're not vocally the same, bro. I'm not. That's what I'm talking about. Production. I'm talking about when you're talking about if you took the same artist, right? They were both in Destiny's Child, so essentially they were both. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the reason why it's no comparison. You look at JC and Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. Both of them were the lead singers. JC didn't really go that far. Justin did. So the thing is that with Beyonce and Kelly, I think that Kelly could dance. They were in the group together. They could both dance. I just think that she was more marketable, and of course, obviously, her father. So it's.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I see where you're going, but I gotta completely disagree because I just personally think that there is a huge. You can't even quantify the gap between the level of talent of dancing, vocals, everything about Beyonce. I think that I
think we need to pull up Destiny's Child's performances and see who dances the hardest. And like I said, vocally, we're not talking about vocally because you can produce that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We talking about dancing, and then you just had me thinking. I got to be honest with you, Ace Kennedy. I've never said this until today. But I gotta say, I think that I was the Beyonce of sequence, bro.
And you was on that hook.
I think you was like you was the Michelle of sequence, though, bro. I think I was the Beyonce of sequence, bro.
Bro, there was no sequence without me. Y'all was just.
I understand that, but there was no Destiny Child without Kelly. But I think that I was the Beyonce.
I was beating y'all by myself, and then we formed Voltron after that. So
I get that, but we were. So you had a group of six.
Come out, bro. If that was the case, then what was the point of joining me if y'all was that cold?
No. It wasn't joining you. We started it together.
But I'm telling you right now, you was not the Beyonce.
I gotta say, I think I was the Beyonce of. I got tape. The tape. Listen,
bro. We gonna pull up the tape.
The tape says. Listen, Ace. The tape says that I was the. When I'm looking at the. Listen, when I look at the sequence footage that I have. Oh, yeah, shout out to Billy. I remember Billy and Torian used to get out there as well, though, bro. But I'm saying, I'm looking at the footage, bro. The footage there was one.
The flex show is. We can pull up the flex show.
Oh, if you pull up that flex show, I don't know. Because there's a song on the flex show where I'm killing y'all with a Jason knife. Now, you know what? Now I think about it, bro. I think it depends on the routine. But
I don't think it depends on the routine.
I think it depends. Overall, though, bro, I think I was like the Beyonce of sequence, though, bro. I could have, listen, though. But listen. But here's the thing, though. I just think that I think that they're. So here's where I look at it, right? So let's talk about this. We talk about talented females because I think that her isn't a darker complexion girl, but there aren't very many. And this is one of the things that this whole conversation kind of brought out was the fact that this girl said, yo, imagine how many darker complexion girls are not getting that look and not getting that shine solely because people look at light skin as more marketable, though, bro. Like me, perfect example. Mila, she went solo from 702, and she can sing. She did a couple joints with Diddy, but that was just it. But where are the darker girls?
Well, I'd have to say SWV. That was the exception.
SWV was the exception
because she had a solo career. Now, what about if all the In Vogue girls was pretty?
Well, let's talk about that though. Well, think about that. All of them did good. Didn't Coco do the best?
Yeah,
she was a light skinned one.
Hold up, you got me.
Listen, Coco was the light skinned one, and she went solo. Taj didn't do so well solo.
Nah, bro. No.
Coco is the lightest one, bro. Taj is not. Taj is the darker one. Lily. I'm getting corrected over here by the
Coco is the dark skin one, bro. Taj, Lily, and Coco. Yeah, Coco is the dark skin one, bro.
Listen, I don't know, man. There's a video on Missy Can't Stand the Rain, and Coco looks light skinned on that video, if I remember.
Well, we gonna pull it.
He says, "Swing your do-si-do like you loco. Can we get Ricky tonight like Coco?" And Coco looks like a light skinned girl on there, bro.
It's funny that you say this, right? Because a lot of pictures that you see, they got them light. They lightened.
They lightened up.
They got lightened up. I'm just gonna pull this up so you can see. But we'll
listen. Kodak Black, like 3 years ago, Kodak Black says something about. Now Kodak Black is Haitian, and he is dark, and most Haitians that I know are fairly brown. And Kodak Black said he don't like light skin, he don't like dark skinned girls because they don't come across as soft enough. They ain't submissive, and it makes it look like light skinned girls are just, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, they soft. Like there is something though to how the not, I'm not gonna say the hip hop, but the music community views darker girls, because I don't know very many. I can't think of any dark girl besides Kelly Rowland that I can say was at one point had that moment. Well, even though Kelly had hers with Beyonce was in between albums.
What about Escape?
Yeah, Escape did count, but like I said, but Escape, but then it's like they were hot for like 2 albums. I'm talking about longevity though. Escape was hot for 2 albums, and then that was it. SWV was hot for maybe 2.5, 3 albums. But even solo artists there, right? Think about that though. As talented as Candy is, right? As talented as Candy Burris is, do you think it's something that she didn't become bigger? And even though everybody knew,
especially with how much she wrote and stuff.
Exactly. Right. So it's with all the stuff that she wrote.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing that colorism isn't a thing. I'm agreeing with you there. I said in this particular case with the Richie Ross, I was thinking that it was definitely the case, because I'm thinking he thinking like, nah, I could smash.
He already went on record as saying, I honestly think that she did come across as smashable, bro. And I think that it also felt like, like it was a play to do something with that on the side though, bro. Whereas too, I don't think that this other girl came across that way, which is bad. That's something. Let me ask you something, H. Kennedy. Let me segue this one into this colorism, because DaniLeigh, who's dating the baby, right? DaniLeigh has a song called Yellowbone, and then came out and apologized if the title of the song offended anybody. So listen, we from Texas. We say yellow bones, red bones. That I'd imagine that's the Southern thing. I don't know if that's just a Texas thing, but
I don't know. I think that, I mean, we use that word quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
And like you said, even when you were saying Black Billy and Yellow Billy, those are things that wouldn't fly. But you know, I think there still is something that's offensive that is still lasted the test of time, that is still universally used.
Let me hear it.
A wife beater. Everybody still calls.
Let me ask. Hey, Neat. Yeah. Come here real quick. Yeah, come here right quick. Let me ask you something. You ain't got to jump on the camera because I see that you still. What do you call this? What is this? What is my thing? Okay.
Yeah, Look, for the audio listeners, Charles just showed showed the research department his undershirt.
I said, what is this?
And she just ran. It's a wife beater. Like like, bro, it's still universally used, and it's like we ain't caught that one yet.
Who? Listen, Ace Kennedy. What happens? What happens if you come out with a song and you say, if you come out with a song
and say she was in my wife beater,
she was wearing my wife beater, right? I came to the listen. You sing it. Listen. You listen. I got my R&B hat on for this, right? You singing, came home tipping with my. No, hold on. Let me think of something. Let me think. I got a melody. Hold on. I came home. Hold on. She surprised me when I pull up. Damn, hold on. It's coming. She took with my wife beater on. She took when I gave it in my wife beater. Listen, bro, can we do that? Are we allowed to just have a song where a chick, you come into the room and she is wearing your wife beater? To me, I know exactly what she's wearing. When I hear the words of the song, right, I know exactly what he's talking about. Hey,
the controversy alone might get us out of here, though, bro.
Listen, bro, Ace Kennedy. Ace Kennedy. The Bel Air 3 may have to feature a song called "Wife Beater" on. Oh my gosh, bro. That might get us out of here. That just might.
Look, the conversation alone. Because then we got to go on talk shows to explain ourselves, and everything.
Listen, how far back have you been? Do you think? I think I can go back to maybe 96, 90. Because think about it. Even when 50 came out, fast forward 2001, he had the G Unit wife beater.
The G Unit wife beater,
and everybody knew it was the 50 Cent wife beater with the spaghetti straps.
Yeah,
right. It was the G Unit wife beater. Diddy had the Sean John wife beater, the black one with the white cursive on it, the white one with the black cursive on it. Listen, man.
University use, man.
How sensitive though, right? I just realized something. I got my light extra bright right now, and it makes me look light skinned, and you look dark over there, bro. We over here.
The color. Well, I mean, it's the truth anyway, though, bro.
Listen, my light. I'm looking at the thing over here, and I'm thinking like, boy, I'm looking hella light skinned on over here. Maybe it's the R&B hat.
It's gotta be.
I wear the R&B hat, it makes me look light skinned, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, Ace Kennedy. Let me ask you something. Let's switch it because I didn't listen. I didn't wear this R&B hat for nothing because we talking about some real R&B. So I had to come prepared here, right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure it's all the way back because I keep moving it, and they're gonna get this forehead. They're gonna get this forehead. Ace Kennedy. Yeah. Oh, speaking of white, before I get off this, we're talking about white beaters. I remember the NFL draft 5 years ago. And you was like, bro, did you see Homeboy? They were showing the behind when people were getting drafted behind the scene. You said, dang, bro, Homeboy was swole. He looked like he had the 50 Cent white beater on. And he was wearing the regular white beater. And listen, when I saw it, I knew exactly what you was talking about because he was, I think that it was like Jeremy Tunsil or something like that. But he was swole and he had the regular white beater. And it looked like he was so swole that it looked like the 50 Cent white beater.
Yeah.
Ace Kennedy.
What's up?
I'm in my bag with the R&B hat, bro. I think I might just write a ballad today, bro. That's how I'm feeling.
Go ahead and make sure you send it to me.
I might write a ballad today because I got the R&B hat on. Hey, Kennedy, I put a post on my page because you and I were talking, and you said to me somebody was tripping because they were trying to name some folks who would be able to beat R. Kelly in a versus battle, right? And I was just like, well, you know what? I think I got a few people who come to mind. Like I had to really, I've always maintained, I think we've said that before, that R. Kelly would wash. He just got too many to choose from. His catalog is immaculate. We agree there, right? Top 5 catalog, right, of anybody. Who else? Listen. Hey, Kennedy, I have to think about it. I think that I got 4 people who I think could beat R. Kelly in a versus battle. 4. I'm gonna go. Well, hold on. 4 people who could beat R. Kelly. Right? 4 people. I think Jermaine Dupri, because we got to include the songs he's written, mainly as not him as an artist, but songs. If you were including R. Kelly, and you said, let me get your 20, regardless, written by you for someone else, performed by you. Even if you want to go as far as saying produce, give me your top 20 R. Kelly affiliated songs. This includes Bump, Bump, Bump.
Yeah, Bump, Bump, Bump is on there.
Contagious is on there. I Believe I Can Fly.
Be Careful.
Be Careful. Everything. Just give me the 20 R. Kelly. And I think Jermaine Dupri, who's in the Songwriting Hall of Fame, right? He's either like rock and roll. He's Hall of Fame, right? Jermaine Dupri has co-written some of the songs that have been played by for Mariah Carey of all time, right? All-time great songwriter. I think Babyface, 20 of them things. Babyface, 20 of them things might just edge out R. Kelly by maybe 2. I think Teddy Riley would be able to go and keep up with R. Kelly and maybe edge him by 1 or 2 songs. Teddy Riley, because once R. Kelly pulls out the You Are Not Alone, I Believe I Can Fly, those massive songs, I think that Teddy Riley has the catalog for the songs that he's done with everybody, all the Bobby Browns, right? All of the Michael Jacksons that he's done. You Rock My World, Remember the Time. Teddy Riley would probably, if Teddy Riley let me pick out his song, if Teddy let me pick him out, I think Teddy Riley might beat R. Kelly by 5 songs, bro.
Right, I think you smoking that Huckabee.
More than that, though, Ace Kennedy. This is where the controversy is at. Because I had to think about it even more, bro. And I got to be honest with you, man. I think Keith Sweat might even be able to edge R. Kelly out, bro.
Bro, you tripping.
Let's talk about this, Ace Kennedy. Tell me where I'm wrong, bro.
Well, like I said, when you talking verses, you got to include everything. And it's just so much that Kells has written that would just, I think people have forgotten why he was called. Well, there's a difference, and I ain't gonna say that nickname. Let's just say that he was the
Pied Piper.
I ain't finna say.
I'm wearing my R&B hat. If he's listening, I'm only saying it because the R&B hat is on.
Nah, Kells got it, bro. Kells.
How? Okay, listen, because you said you think some people forgot about R. Kelly. I think that some people forget. Some people forget that Keith Sweat's first album, every single song charted. Every single song charted from his first album, right? So I'm not saying that R. Kelly doesn't have the better catalog. His catalog is more, it's more massive, it's more everything. He has a lot. But I'm saying only 20 songs. When you narrow down those 20 songs, I think that Keith Sweat got some bangers. 20 songs.
Does have bangers, but he ain't touching Kells, bro.
Hold on, because I don't got my ether ready, bro. Hold on, bro. And listen, you see how I'm R&B at the top, but I got basketball shorts on the bottom.
I ain't even see that. I was
man, I got my R&B at the top.
Business on the top, playing on the bottom.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to hoop right now. Listen, I got to get my ether ready for this. Ace Kennedy.
What up?
We talking about 20 songs. Let me remind y'all about Keith Sweat. Something just ain't right. Something just ain't right.
I'm gonna need you to be snapping on beat though.
Listen, make it last forever and ever. Now that I love you. What? Well, listen, what? Listen, it don't make it last forever. Hold down as much as any R. Kelly banger. Make it last forever.
Back, forth and forth.
Listen. I wanna you, girl. I wanna give it to me all night long. Yeah, I wanna. What? What are we talking about? She said half on a baby. No, that ain't gonna work. That's not ignition. Not gonna work, Brittany, bro. Not when I'll give all my love to you. What? None of those songs. Ignition. Maybe step in the name of love. Half of the baby, get out of here. Feeling on your booty. I love feeling on your booty. But it is not, I'll give all my love to you.
I'm a gigolo.
You're going to say gigolo, bro. How deep is your love? Deep is your love. What?
A homie, love, a friend. It's one.
Okay, Ace Kennedy, you gonna go there? There's a right and a wrong way to love somebody. What are we talking about here?
Hey, Mr. DJ,
if you really want it, all you gotta do is get up on it. What?
It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing.
'Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you. You. Oh, you. Let me freak you. What?
I'm a bad man, not ashamed of.
Bruh. Who can love you like me? Nobody. Who can kiss you like me? Nobody. Who can love you like me, my darling? Nobody, baby. Ace. And the band keeps singing on.
When a woman's fed up, you were not alone.
Merry go round and round. Merry go round and round. What are we talking about?
Trapped in the Closet, The Zoo.
Just got paid Friday night. Get it on the feeling right.
Ready, girl, are you ready to go all the way? All the way.
I like the way you tease me. I like the way you please me. I like the way you take the name. What?
Bruh, Kel's got it, man. I don't know.
No. We talking. Listen. This is what I'm saying. Brittany Rowe, I don't want to say that you're a young buck. I'm not going to even use your youth against you. What I'm telling you is that Keith Sweat has songs that I'm not going to even say that your mama and your daddy would have had you to. That probably was R. Kelly. What I'm saying is that it was likely I don't know how old your grands are, but their uncles, their aunties, them was grooving to Keith Sweat. He got bangers. Listen, Keith Sweat has Keep It Coming. Girl, I want to get he got You Got Me Twisted, and it's over you. Dog, Keith Sweat has he says, I want to love you down. I want to go outside in the rain. Like, listen, all I'm saying is this. Don't get me wrong. If I had to say, if we put two people together and we said, listen, tell me the two who has the more impressive catalog, I would say that R. Kelly does. It's almost like how we were having a conversation about Chris Brown and Usher, right? I think ultimately, while I think that Chris Brown is more talented, I think that in a Verzuz 101, I would pick Usher, and I would pick Usher by maybe 5 songs against Chris Brown. And it would be easy to me. Oh my gosh. He said 1993.
I know, right?
HK, I think we was forming sequence. We wasn't even forming sequence then. We was still
13.
It was still Brookside versus what was the NBO crew again?
Fast forward the first step.
Fast forward the first step. It was 1993, man. We was in 8th grade and we was at Southside.
Yeah, because it was me, Keisha, and Shannon. Shannon used to come pick me up every day after school. she used to drive from Ellison and come pick me up and drive me home every day.
Listen, man. All I'm saying though, Ace Kennedy, is that I think so. I got to be honest with you, man. What I'm saying is this. When it comes to the boy Keith Sweat, I just think that it's almost like I slept on the fact that, yeah, R. Kelly has a lot more songs to choose from, but Keith Sweat has that nostalgia feel that R. Kelly gives folks, right? I think the only thing that Keith Sweat is missing is those songs like R. Kelly from Chocolate Factory with Step in the Name of Love, and those kind of songs from Chocolate Factory that even someone as young as Brittany Rowe listens to, who would be familiar with the young Brittany Rowe would know. He doesn't have.
We got 10 years on her, bro. We got 10 years on her.
10. That's not 10 years isn't as bad. Now I think about that.
Bro,
but the fact
when she was 10, bro.
She was born in 93. No, we got her by 13 years, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13 years.
She about to be 30.
Oh my gosh. If you don't go on somewhere, that girl about to be 28 out here in these streets. Better go on and stop playing. Listen, Ace, I'm going to tell you, if I pick the Keith Sweat songs, bro, I think that Keith Sweat, there are certain songs that I think that they would play that I think would cancel each other out. But I think that at the end of the day, bro, I think that R. Kelly might fool around and play the wrong song. And when he played that wrong song, Keith Sweat is like, got him. I knew it was coming.
You betting on him to play the wrong song, but that's
everybody does.
Kels wouldn't.
Listen, if Keith Sweat says, listen here, Slash Brothers Podcast, I want y'all to pick out these 20 songs for me. By two, easily by two. And that's not knowing, because I think that what R. Kelly's gonna do, he's gonna try to pull out a song by that he did with Celine Dion. He gonna pull out some song that he did with Ronald Isley. I think he's gonna pull out some songs that are near and dear to him, just like Nelly did. And when he do that, that's gonna be a guy. It might sell. It may have sold more records than any other song, and that's why he's doing it. But for a Verzuz audience, though, bro, I think that Keith Sweat will have the comments lit, bro. Keith Sweat by 2 songs. If I pick the songs out, bro.
And if I help Kels, we winning by 7.
You gotta tell me the songs. It's a lot to, and don't get me wrong, it's a lot to pull from. I'm sure that if you go and you pull from if you pull from 12 Play and TP2 and Chocolate Factory, I think you might be able to pull 10 just from them three, right? From the first R. Kelly, what's 12 Play wasn't the first one, was it?
No.
No, that was a public announcement. But if you go from the first R. Kelly, 12 Play, and if you go, hold on, 12 Play, TP2, Chocolate Factory, and the first R. Kelly, that's 4. See, I think that's the thing. I think the thing that R. Kelly did well, better than a lot of artists who got old, was that he did adapt. And because he adapted, he was able to not just stay relevant, but also still trend set though, bro. So because he came out with Chocolate Factory almost like in the middle of the crunk era though, bro. And so I think that even though he came out with that right at that time though, man, listen, man, I think R. Kelly is so great that you got to at some point start to compare which R. Kelly albums. You can make a bracket of just R. Kelly albums.
The problem is we can't even celebrate him in the way that we want to because of Robert. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like this would be prime like season to really celebrate him. And because I mean, if anything, I would even put R. Kelly versus Mike. Even though Mike would because I think Mike would win that. But at the same time, I just think those two catalogs with everything that R. Kelly's bringing to the table, talking about everything he's been associated with, and Mike would have to tell him, listen, Kels, you can't bring out my song that you wrote for me. You can't do that. So
okay, let's talk about this. Let me think about this. 20 Michael Jackson songs. Thriller is a haymaker. He got that round.
Beat it.
Okay. What are the songs? Let me ask you this. What are the songs that he plays and it's an automatic round winner? No matter what song R. Kelly plays. Thriller, Beat It. Remember the Times for me.
Yeah.
Man in the Mirror.
What about Bad?
Bad. That's 5. 5 rounds.
Yeah, because human nature is mine, but
Human Nature. That's 6.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
The Way You Make Me Feel.
Smooth Criminal. Are you kidding me?
Smooth Criminal. That's 8. Do you think Dirty Diana?
I think Kels could get him on that.
I think he could. He could.
That's not automatic.
It's not. Yeah. Dirty Diana is
Man in the Mirror.
I said Man in the Mirror. I thought Man in the Mirror was like a song that almost sums up the 80s, bro. Hold on, I'm missing something from Off the Wall. Oh, I'm missing something from Off the Wall and Thriller, and I can't think of it right now. But listen, oh my gosh. Let's just say we're talking about just Michael Jackson. Listen, do you put okay, does he got all I really say is that they don't really care about us?
See, that's a good
beatable.
It's beatable though.
It's beatable.
That's beatable because even the song he got with Rodney Jerkins.
You Rock My World, yeah. It's a dope song, but it's beatable. Billie Jean, there we go. Billie Jean. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Billie Jean. And I couldn't come up. Billie Jean is for sure. That's 9 for sure. That I don't care what. But I'm missing. But I'm missing.
See, because R. Kelly would play "I Believe I Can Fly" when he plays "Man in the Mirror."
It doesn't matter. I think that "Man in the Mirror" is better than "I Believe I Can Fly."
And then Kels is gonna pull out the song he had with Kirk Franklin too at some point.
Yeah, but even still, none of them are better than Billie Jean.
No, I mean, I get that. I'm just saying it would be, but I'm saying if it went 10-10, that's still a dope battle though.
No, I don't. But that's the thing about it, bro. I think, and this is the thing about it, and we're talking about only, hold Heartbreak Hotel. Do you think Heartbreak Hotel is one that's beatable?
It's beatable.
Okay.
I think we named the ones that would be like, I don't know if anything touching it.
If that's the case, though, that was like 9. So then, if it's only 9, right? What did I? If everything else, see, we missing some Michael Jackson songs, though, bro. We missing something. There got to be more than that. I thought Mike would have 20.
No.
Art Jackson 5 songs.
What you mean? I mean, it's all on the table, though.
No. If you said if R. Kelly only had to do his songs, even and I don't remove R. Kelly in public announcement. I'm saying those can include those, right?
Yeah.
Because I look at that different from Jackson 5, right? But I'm sitting here thinking, though, bro, that if I know I'm missing
her song, you got The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Wanna Be Starting Something.
Mm-hmm.
PYT. The Girl Is Mine.
Now, Girl Is Mine can get beat.
Heal the World.
Heal the World can get beat.
What about Scream with him and
Scream can get beat. Well, put like this. Scream is beatable. It just depends, because if R. Kelly exhausts all of his bangers on trying to compete with those 10 songs, then you got me thinking like, okay.
What about Black and White?
Black and White is not beatable, and it depends. But for R. Kelly, well, damn, it's not beatable. No, it's not beatable. It's for sure. Black and White. Yeah, Man in the Mirror, Black and White are songs to me that define that, like that to me. Like when I look at the 80s, bro, and I had to say these are songs that completely define the 10 years of the 80s. Black or White, Man in the Mirror, Remember the Times, Beat It,
Steady
Thriller,
his own stuff.
Bad,
Leave Me Alone.
No, Leave Me Alone. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. The last two Mike Jack albums, all of them can get beat, bro.
Not the single he had.
Oh my gosh, no, this girl sing Free Willy song. Free Willy song will get Mike laid out there.
Look, Mike would bring out Trapped in the Closet for Free Willy. That's how bad it is.
No. I listen. I've never been a fan of the Trapped in the Closet. I hate everything about it. I hate everything after like series, 2 or 3. That was it. Listen, I got the old CDs that you burned that got the DVDs of them, though, bro. The Trapped in the Closet up to like 27 or 28. Yeah. I still got that, though.
When they turned it to the church beat.
Oh my God. I hate it. I thought that it was an incredible idea for the first 3. After that, I was just like, bro, it
was just a wave at the time, bro. Like it was one of the things, like it was a moment because you had to see what
was the part on there when he said something I can't remember what part that was. He said that. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's still it would be good though, but like I say, we can't even celebrate the boy Kels right now because of Robert. So,
listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. I would love to see if on our page, if we do brackets all the time. If we did an R. Kelly bracket, what people would say is the number 1 R. Kelly song. And because listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I Believe I Can Fly is probably the more worldwide known song, but it's not my favorite R. Kelly song.
Yeah,
what would you say? Let me ask you this. What would you say? And maybe I've asked you this before, but what is your favorite R. Kelly song that you think is low key, like people slept on this R. Kelly song?
You put me on the spot. I don't
Don't stop till you get enough. Goodness gracious, I forgot about automatic win on that.
Because I mean, I like tempo slow. I liked Feeling on Your Booty remix, or one of them. The one that had Lil' Kim in the video.
That was the remix. That's my favorite girl. Shout out to the boy Corey checking this. Corey got a good taste in music here. Listen, shout out to the homeboy Corey Campbell, because he was the one who confirmed that I'm not going crazy with my thoughts on R. Kelly. I mean, with R. Kelly versus Keith Sweat. I'm like, listen, bro. You know what? My favorite, probably one of my personal favorite songs from R. Kelly that I think people sleep on is Dream Girl. I think I've said that before. Dream Girl from the Chocolate Factory album is probably one of my favorite songs that I insisted that was played at my wedding, though, bro. It's dope. Probably one of the dopest songs that I think people sleep on, though, because all the other songs on that was great.
Yeah, I know you really like Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, love Chocolate Factory. It's probably, I would say it's in my top 3 favorites. I think that somewhere I might even like it a little bit. I was gonna say I like it a little bit more than TP2. It's probably like a tie. It's like a close 2 on TP2.com. Like, yeah, it's up there though.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, last thing. What I had to ask you before we get on out of here, I want you to go ahead and get on your way. I wanted to know what you think about Trey Songz getting hemmed up at the Chiefs and Packers game. What the hell is that about?
So from what I understand, they said he was defending himself because they said somebody, a cop hit him or something like that, but he was actually defending himself. And I don't know, I didn't read too much into the story. I did hear about it, but I don't know too much about it. But like I said, that was the latest that I heard, that he was actually defending himself.
Let me tell you what I think is ironic about this, Ace Kennedy. And maybe you don't find any humorous kind of irony in this, right? Isn't it kind of ironic that he gets hemmed up by the police for what sounds like he was not at any fault of, right? And he has a song called How Many More? Is that just me to find that? Isn't that ironic that you have a song called How Many More People Must Get Hemmed Up by the Police, and then you get hemmed up by the police?
Yeah. Irony.
Maybe this is the R&B hat. Maybe that's what y'all do. I thought that's what y'all do.
Yeah, I don't know what it was and what he could have actually been, doing to cause anything commotion anyway.
His little pictures from jail, man, they look like he was out there saying, "Man, this is some BS, bro." So are we yelling free Trey Songz? Is it too early to free Trey Songz? Hashtag free Trey Songz, or do we need to wait till the facts come out?
Wait till the facts, bro, because he could have been drunk, belligerent out there acting up. I don't know. I ain't speculating. I want to wait till the details come out.
Hey, Kennedy, let's get you on out of here on this, man. What else you got on deck for the week?
Going to see the Prince play, get some more footage for colleges, and then other than that, man, I'm gonna be in the studio. I got some work to get done.
You gonna be writing that wife beat on?
Nah, I already got songs written. I got to get recorded, so I'm on a time crunch here, and I'm ready to get it cracking.
Do it. Yes, I think that for the most part, man, I'm gonna. I also have some. I've been on this riding my high here. I always talk about how I have my creative ADD moments where I'm just kind of all over the place. Production. I got a chance now that I got the new ride. I can listen to my stuff in the car right away. So that's fire that I can ride, and that's usually how I used to when I was writing a lot of stuff. I would have to put my stuff on the CD, put it in the car, I would burn it first, put it on the CD. And then I was like, cool, now I can just hop on in. So I'm vibing to ideas more. So I will probably be doing some writing myself. Real quick, thank you for the boy Corey checking on in. The boy Corey Campbell always doing big things. Shout out to my girl Tisha also checking in for her. And listen, Tisha, if you are still on, probably here in the next couple of weeks, we are doing a small business series where we would absolutely love for you to come on. I know the Ace came on and styled on me one good time with one of your dope t-shirts. I would love it if you can come on, tell everybody about what you do, what your goals are with the biz. Definitely want to reach out to you on that. Shout out to the homeboy Black Billy checking in also, man. Shout out to the boy Damien, Brittany Rowe always checking on in your boys. Oh, love y'all. Thank y'all for checking in if you haven't already. Last thing, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers Facebook page. Like and subscribe to the YouTube page. We aren't as active as we plan to be on the Instagram page, but we out there as well, though. So I'll let your boys follow us. We'll follow you back just like that. Ace Kennedy.
Hey.
Let's get that music and get you out of here, bro. R&B.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
It doesn't matter what your name is.